I'm Tony Beals and I've been cooking for as long as I can remember. I've been a professional chef for over 20 years. I've worked with some of the very best in the business at the highest level, and after cooking in the south of France for over 10 years, I returned to my Dorset roots in 2005 to start my very own award-winning catering business, Beals Gourmet. Based at our spectacular flagship venue near Sandbanks, the Italian Villa, our goal is to create some of the most sensational dishes which inject the wow factor into any event. I'd like to welcome you to my world. So spring is finally here, and what better way to celebrate than eating spring Dorset lamb rump, served with gratin potatoes, delicious leek puree, spiced red cabbage, and a truly delicious red wine and rosemary juice. With our lamb jus, if you ask a butcher for some lamb bones, we just gently roast them up in the oven. So to make our lamb jus, we need some vegetables to go in there. We've got leeks, we've got some carrots, we've got some celery, onion and garlic. We've got our pan nice and hot with our rapeseed oil inside. We're going to put in our onions and our garlic. Add in our veg, brown that off as well. Look at our bones for the lamb jus. We're going to add it to our vegetables, nicely coloured now, nicely caramelised. All that flavour is going to go into the jus. Add some white wine and some red wine. Just add in some delicious rosemary, some bay leaf and some fresh thyme. We're going to strain it off now and then we're going to reduce it even further to create delicious sticky sauce. So next job for our dish is our gratin potatoes. We've got king Edward potatoes here. We've got our cream on, that's reducing, with our garlic, with our thyme and our bay leaf in. And we're going to fill the potatoes, we're going to wash them, then we're going to slice them up, and we're going to layer them up with a lovely cream and cook it for about an hour. So this is our mandolin, extremely sharp, be very careful when you use one. Our potatoes are now sliced, ready for the cream to go on top. We've got our cream here ready, with our garlic, our fresh thyme and bay leaf. Very important, make sure you taste this cream before you put it on the potatoes. There's no seasoning inside there at all, so the cream has to be seasoned first. Very important you squeeze the garlic through the strainer as well, get all that flavour in there. If you do this at home, you could quite easily cook them in an earthenware dish. You cook them when you need them, and you serve it straight from the oven onto the table. The next stage is our red cabbage. We're going to cut it into quarters, we're going to take the stalk out, and we're going to slice it up again very thinly. When the cabbage is half cooked now, we're going to add cinnamon stick, we're going to add some star anise. Very important with star anise, make sure you know how many you put in, because you need to take it out again before the customers eat it. We've got a choice. We can serve it as it is, or we can do what we do in a commercial environment, and that's set it with agar. So we can cut it up into lovely shapes, and it makes our presentation of our dishes look perfect. So now it's time to make our leek puree. We've got our leeks, we have to make sure we prep them and wash them thoroughly. We'll slice them up. Leek puree, so you're not going to do it too fine. So to cook the leeks, simply add a lot of butter in your pan, which will let the butter melt. Put your leeks in. You want to cover those leeks up with a lid or some tin foil and just sweat them down so there's no colour and they're nice and tender. So we're going to add some cream now, reduce that down. The important part of this dish, of course, delicious Dorset spring lamb rump. When you order this from the butcher, you might find the skin is still left on. So you can ask the butcher to take the skin off or take it off yourself. The skin's off the lamb rump, you need to score the top of the rump now with a very sharp knife. So it's now time to cook the main event, which is this delicious lamb rump. So first we've got to check our pan is nice and hot. We're going to put some pumice oil inside. We're going to season our lamb, sea salt, crack black pepper, put it in the pan inside down. So we've got our lamb searing off in the pan nicely. We're going to add some crushed cloves of garlic, and we're going to add some fresh rosemary as well. And we're going to add a knob of butter when we turn it over. So the lamb's now seared off. It's got plenty of flavour going through it. We're going to pop it in the oven now. We're going to cook it at 50 degrees right in the middle. So we're going to check our lamb now to see if it's cooked. So the lamb's cooked now. Just double check it's 50 degrees. So now it's very important that we rest our lamb for at least 20 minutes or half an hour. Now we're ready to assemble our dish. We've got our leek puree ready. We've got our gratin dauphinoise. We've got our red cabbage. We've got our lovely lamb rub ready to be cut. And of course, let's not forget our jus. So to assemble the dish, first of all, leek puree on the plate. Next we put our potato that side. Next we put our red cabbage. Then slice our lamb. You can see inside still lovely and pink. We give 3 little slices.